So Leah, thank you for joining us. I'd like to do a little introduction. Leah Kale is the manager of the dispensary called Farmacy, which is in Santa Barbara, right there on the corner of Mission and De La Vina. And Leah has graciously offered to do a little virtual tour for us and answer some of our questions. And Leah, I welcome you this morning. Thank you for taking the time.
Yes, of course. Thanks for thinking of us.
So the pharmacy opened
in August of last year.
And you were the first recreational dispensary to open in our county or in the city of Santa Barbara?
In the city of Santa Barbara, yes.
And how has business been?
It's been wonderful. It's been great. We have a great location. We are walking distance. We're in the neighborhood for a lot of customers. We've been really welcomed with open arms. So that's been fantastic.
And when you speak of customers, because I've been to your place multiple times, and one of the things that always strikes me is they're most of them are of my age, if not older, looking for medicinal and health relief. Is that what you're finding, that your demographic?
Most definitely. We have a wide ranging demographic. So, a big part of what we do is sourcing products to fit the needs of so many different consumers, from psychoactive elements to completely non-psychoactive elements. And there's a lot of medicinal products that are really quite important for a lot of people. So so we cover a really good range, and we see as many people in their 50s and 60s as we do in their 20s and 30s.
And when you say non-psychoactive, what kind of products are non-psychoactive?
So there are, the psychoactive cannabinoid is THC. But there are so many other cannabinoids that are non-psychoactive. For example, what most people are aware of already is CBD. There's also THCA. There is CBN. There are many different compounds that serve different functions to anti-nausea, pain relief, anxiety relief, which so many of us really need right now during these kinds of times. So, there are a lot of different things that you can try here that will help your state of mind, your quality of life, will not get you high. And that's kind of one of the most common misconceptions, is that everything here is, just to get high. But there are quite a lot of products here that will not have that effect on you.
So what kind of products are those?
We have tinctures, which are little sublingual drops under your tongue. We have balms, so topicals that you will rub on aches and pains, arthritis, skin conditions that will just go directly targeted to those areas. There are CBD products in many different forms, edibles, tinctures. So there's different ways and consumption methods that you can try, and they'll all be a little bit different, and everybody's different. So, there's a little bit of trial and error involved just to find what works best for you as an individual. But everything, because we are cannabis derived, there is a trace amount of THC in everything. So this is very different from, a hemp-derived CBD that you might buy at a grocery store. Because it is cannabis and it does have that trace amount of THC, it's much more effective than something that is hemp-derived. So people who have perhaps tried something that they bought in a grocery store that might think it didn't work for them, I always encourage them to try something that is cannabis derived, because it will be so much more effective.
And with that minuscule amount of THC, they're not going to feel any psychoactive effect right? And then they get the whole plant, because we always hear about the whole plant, how it's better to eat the orange as a whole than just to drink the orange juice.
Correct. Full spectrum is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
And then you get all the different properties, that you're looking for. So most of the tinctures that you'll find here are full spectrum, and a lot of the balms as well. So talking to your bud tender and asking questions and finding out, what you're looking for, and then having them direct you to the right products is definitely the way to go. And if you can't come into the store, you can always call on the phone. You can send an email in. There's a lot of different ways to get the kind of Q&A that a lot of people who are new to cannabis are looking for.
And switching back to kind of THC, because you touched on that, and we know that those that are new to cannabis, we say go, start low and go slow, which is really kind of in the microdosing arena. Do you want to talk a little bit about microdosing?
Yes. So microdose is around 2.5 to 5 milligrams. We have a lot of products that have 2.5 milligrams. We have some products that only have 1 milligram. So these are such minuscule amounts that you might feel a little bit happier. Maybe you like a half a glass of wine kind of a feeling, not a shot of tequila. You'll definitely feel a little bit better. The CBD is really strong in those products, so you do have some anxiety relief, some pain relief, something to just kind of take the edge off and really just help peace of mind. But yeah, anything that is under, 2.5 is generally where we suggest people who are new to ingesting cannabis, where they start, because it's always easy to take more. You can't really take less. So we never want anyone to have a bad experience. And because everybody's body is different, we're going to process it at different rates. Onset time may be different. I know some people who have a relatively high tolerance that are not new to cannabis at all, but edibles hit them a little bit stronger. So it's really about starting out slow and low, finding what dosage is right for you. And, what kind of effect are you looking for? Are you looking for a sleep aid? Are you looking for something to give you energy as you clean your house? There's so many different applications. So really looking for different strain types in your edibles is really going to help you get the right effect for whatever it is you're looking for.
In buying CBD from a licensed dispensary as opposed to buying it at your health food store or online, what is the difference and what is the benefit?
So everything that comes through our door is accompanied by a COA. It has the most rigorous testing of really any product. So any trace amounts of anything toxic that you don't want in your body, that would be listed there. It would not be able to come in. Whereas hemp is not regulated to the extent that cannabis is. So essentially, that everything that comes through here is clean. It's clean, it's grown pretty much organically, and it has all of the testing to prove that. Whereas something that you're gonna buy at a grocery store that's hemp derived, you really have no idea where it's coming from, what kind of pesticides have been used, and then you're ingesting that, and you're ingesting it for your health. So it can be, counteractive to what you're trying to achieve. Whereas everything that you buy from a legal licensed dispensary, is going to be clean. It's going to be tested. You're going to know exactly how much you're getting. Every batch is tested. So it really, you have just a whole, sense of safety, that you know exactly what it is you're getting.
One of the interesting things about the cannabis plant is that it's a bioaccumulator, and which is the reason that it has to be tested to the parts per billion. Do you want to explain the bioaccumulator of the cannabis plant?
Well, I can let you talk about that. I would love to hear that.
Okay, so a bioaccumulator is that this plant, this cannabis plant, sucks up everything in the ground. So it's been used for centuries around the world to clean up toxic spills. You would plant cannabis or bamboo, and it's because that's part of the same family, and it sucks up everything from the earth, and then you trash that plant and you've got clean soil. So with that being a bioaccumulator, planting hemp anywhere, if you're planting it near, it's planted near a freeway, if it's planted where there's other crops being grown that use pesticides, and there's either pesticide drift or leakage, that also goes into the plant. So hemp, not mandated to be tested to the parts per billion as the cannabis that's grown under a business cannabis license, can in fact have a variety of impurities. So that's another reason to definitely be buying your cannabis, your CBD, your THC, any cannabinoid, your CBN, your CBG, from a licensed dispensary.
We all want to know that what we're putting in our body is clean. And if we're taking it for health purposes, you know, even more so. So that is definitely an essential part, and something that, you know, people might not realize when the extent of all of the background, all the testing that goes into every product when they walk in the door. It's a much more arduous process than a grocery store or, you know, something like that. So.
Right. Would you like to give us a little virtual tour?
Sure. So I will say that one thing that we have done in the store to be proactive about keeping everyone safe, you know, before anyone else really had, is we shut down the interior of our store to customers. So right now what we do is we have a little, you know, kind of a teller walk-up window. And you can still come in here and place your orders, but we're encouraging everybody to order online. You can go onto our website, you can select what you want, add it to your cart, and you can do express pickup here in the store. You can do curbside pickup, where you just pull into the parking lot and have cash and we'll bring it out to you. But really the best is delivery. Delivery will come straight to your doorstep. We are same day delivery, so you can really kind of, you know, get it the same day. If you have any questions when you're going through the ordering process, you know, you can always call in, talk to one of our staff and find out, make sure that you're getting the product that is right for you. But as a result, everything's a bit turned around, but I'll show you what it is. We're in the, what is typically our security room right here, where most customers come in. We have our little sign that asks everybody to take a step back and keep 6 feet. We also have stickers that really showcase the safe spots for everybody. Bear with me just 1 second.
I think I lost your audio.
Oh, really? How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have our painting from Glasshouse Farms. This was taken here. This is our social media manager, Allie, over here, making sure that everybody gets to see all of our new products, even though they can't come in and smell them. So here are a lot of our products that are showcased. There's a whole variety: teas, pens, sriracha, honey, olive oil, coconut oil. So really one thing that is pretty remarkable is that most people don't understand or really know the wide range of products that we do have here. So I'll just give you a quick tour around. What we're doing right now is we are putting together all of our delivery orders that have come in from the morning and the night before. So we'll get those all ready to go out. We have a few different drivers. Here are our orders that are being ready for pickup. If you can see those over here. We're inserting our little teller door. We're just a few minutes away from opening. Here's our Hannah's right here, getting everything ready. We have beverages. One of the beverages that, I think some of your audience might be interested in is Can, which you can see right here. This is a beverage that is 4 milligrams of CBD and 2 of THC. So that perfect little microdose amount that we were talking about right here. And they have 4 flavors that are all fantastic. So for anyone who's looking for a substitution of that, drink at the end of the night, but to have the same sort of relieving effects, that's a great way to go. We have a lot of products that I think are going to be, of similar interest. So I can kind of show you what we're looking at for those.
And how many milligrams? So what is the chemical makeup? How much THC is in?
In those beverages, in the canned beverages, there are 2 milligrams of THC. So a microdose, a little bit less than a microdose. But 4 milligrams of CBD. So you do have a lot of the effects of the CBD with just the trace amounts of THC, just enough to kind of take the edge off, make you feel like you feel a little different, a little happy, but you don't even really know that you took anything. So it's very subtle, but gives you a lot of the anxiety relief that so many people are looking for, particularly in these kinds of times. There's a lot to be concerned about. So these are 2 different gummies that are from Kiva brand. They are called Caminos. This one right here is 6 milligrams of CBD and 2 of THC. Even more CBD and less THC is the freshly squeezed. This is 9 milligrams of CBD and 1 of THC. So nobody's really going to feel the psychoactive element of this, but it will give you the relief of anxiety and stress and really help you unwind. It's also fantastic for sleep. So many of us have trouble sleeping, whether it's falling asleep or staying asleep, waking up in the middle of the night. Edibles are great because they will take a little while to really kick in. So in that time when you might wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to go back to sleep, that's still working through your system. We also have some amazing tinctures that are great for sleep. Now, this one right here is formulated for sleep. This is CBD and CBN. CBN is great for sleep. It's one of the lesser known cannabinoids, but very, very important. So these are tinctures. This is a 1-to-1. This will be a little dropper that you'll take under your tongue. You can take this and not have any kind of psychoactive elements. The amount of THC is so trace that it isn't even really listed here. So that is something that's really fantastic. This is the Mama Sue brand, but this is also part of Glass House Brands. Glass House is a local brand. So these are made locally here in Santa Barbara. This is the brand new jellyfish tincture. This is the liquid flower tincture. This has 1,000 milligrams of CBD in the bottle. So really strong and, very little THC. So in the whole package, the amount of THC is
is so small. So you could really take this and you will find that you're not going to get high, but you will get a lot of the relief that you're looking for in CBD products. So these, for somebody who is just kind of starting out, who's a little bit nervous, this is really a great way to go.
Leah, how much does that cost? What price?
The glasshouse tincture is 103. That includes all of the cannabis taxes. So that is the city tax, that is the state tax. We choose to include the taxes in our prices, so there isn't much of a sticker shock. You know what you're paying for when you go there. A lot of shops will add the excise and everything on top, and you think you know what you're getting, and then you get to the register and it's 30% more. So we make it as easy as people to understand, you know, what they're paying for, what they're getting. The only thing that's not included is sales tax. So it's like a regular retail experience. But there are different ranges and different sizes that you can get for most to accommodate most budgets.
And how long would that tincture last somebody on average if they used it every day for sleep?
Probably about a month or so. This is 30 milliliters. So if you're taking one a day, then that would be a month. But the suggested size is 0.25 milliliters to start out. So if you stayed with that dosage, that would last you for 4 months. So like any product, we encourage people to start low, see how they feel. Depending on how much anxiety you have, how much pain you have, your needs may be different. So that is just for everybody to, you know, to try for themselves to see how much it takes to get the affected relief that they need. But because there is so little THC, you know, you can't really overdose on this. Jellyfish is an amazing flower. It also comes in pre-rolls. So this is a little pack of mini pre-rolls. So if you wanted to have a smoking experience without any kind of psychoactive element, any kind of high, this is pretty much all CBD. So this is not as many people are smoking right now, but you know, as something to think about for, you know, if anyone was smoking cigarettes and wanted to quit, this would be a great way to kind of get the same sort of feel of the action, but none of the harmful effects.
And that's pure CBD?
Pardon?
That's pure CBD?
Yes, well, pretty much. It has less than, you know, less than 0.5% of THC. So micro. A lot of people are always curious about for their pets and CBD for pets. This is a tincture that is specifically formulated for pets. It is a 20-to-1 ratio. So this is very, very little THC, mostly CBD, but great for dogs who are feeling a little bit anxious, who are in pain, joints, you know, when they get towards the end of days. This is a really great way to give them some relief. Doggies need relief too.
And would you put that on a biscuit or some type of food product?
Yes, yeah. Just that it's a tincture, so it's a little dropper. You can put it on their food, on their biscuit, whatever you know they're going to, you know, eat all of. Another big thing is topicals. So this relief balm is one of my personal favorites. It has arnica in it as well. It is a 1-to-1 THC and CBD balm. This is great for muscular pain, joint pain. I use it in so many different ways. My husband uses it every day. It's really an amazing product. So, you know, if you're feeling sore, if you have arthritis, anything like that, a little of this goes a long way. And this again is a topical. So it's just going to go straight to, it's going to be local. It's not going to go to your head. You're not going to get any kind of high from this. It's really just, you know, pain relief. And then I also just wanted to show you some of our, locally grown products, because Santa Barbara is, very fortunate in that we have so many great local grows here. Autumn Brands is one of our local favorites. So they have pre-roll packs and cartridges. A lot of different strains that are available. This is Hawaiian Wedding, Bordeaux, OG Kush. You can find, different ones to fit whatever you're looking for, whether it's more relaxing evening or more of an uplifting daytime. And then Raw Garden is another one. This is North County, more of the Buellton kind of area, but still locally grown, and a really great company. So one thing that the pharmacy has always been focused on is supporting the local farms, supporting the local brands. We do this in many ways. We stock all of the local brands here so that we can sell them and represent them very well. And then we work with them to give back to the community. So through Carp Growers, we are donating 5% of our proceeds to the food bank. So that was been for the last, since we've been sheltering in place, but then also a big part of our proceeds from 420, which is our big industry holiday, will go to the food bank as well. So one thing that's really amazing about this industry, certainly on a local level, is the desire and the ability to give back. We're from here, we're natives, and we know how important it is. And, that's a big part of what we do. So that's another good thing that you can know about, supporting your local cannabis shops, is that you are actually doing not only something that's good for yourself, but something that's good for your community. So a lot of good things that come with it.
Well, Leah, thank you for taking the time this morning. I can hear all the noise in the background. I know you've opened.
We're open. There's always people waiting when we first open our doors. So yeah, it's a good thing.
And so people can go to your website, farmacy.com.
It is thefarmacysb.com, and that's pharmacy with an F. You'll see the online menu. The phone number is listed there. You can call in if you have questions. There's an email that you can send your requests out to. We are more than happy to help guide people through the various products and help them find what's really going to, help them in whatever kind of need they have. So whether it's anxiety or pain, sleep, most of us are looking for sleep. So there's a lot of great things here to try out.
Well, thank you, Leah. Have a great day. And I hope to see you face to face once we're allowed to emerge.
Thanks, Tina. Me too.
Keep up the great work. You're helping thousands and thousands of people, and we're definitely grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.